I have brown hair, like a level 5-ish, with about 15% gray. And I've been trying all these things. So the last time through, I tried 5WG, so 6N and 5WG. And I loved the way that it covered the gray, but it was way too warm for me. So what I'm gonna do this time is, I'm gonna do a patch test, one on each side of my head, which I'm gonna show you, where on one side, I'm gonna do 7A with 20, because that will bump up my base color a little bit, but I don't think that it will cover my gray. And then on the other side, 10% with 6N, because that helps to cover the gray, and then, oop, get out of here, and 7A. One side 20% and 7A, other side 10% and 6N for the grays, and then 7A for the kind of cool ash to kill the red. So anyways, I'm just gonna pull a test strand on both sides of my head, and then we'll see, and then whichever one we like, we'll go with that. This is where your former epoxy supplies come in handy. And if you're new here, hi, I'm Rafaela. I just turned 50, and well, last July. So that means I'm gonna be turning 51 this summer. Don't be jealous. And I'm just like trying to get my, I always joke around and say I'm trying to get my ish back together. Because, you know, my kids are, one's graduating next year, the other one's graduating a few years after that. So in a few years, you know, we're gonna be an empty nester. I wanna travel, do all these things, and I don't wanna be, I just don't wanna look like I look right now. Right now, I just am not my best self. So this whole year, I'm gonna be working on growing out my hair, losing weight, bleaching my teeth, growing out my eyelashes, eyebrow, all the things. And I'm gonna do monthly check-ins and show you the progress. All right, guys, now we're gonna get down to it. So I pulled that piece back, and I'm basically gonna do the same piece on both sides. And to be fair, it's not gonna do anything to my mids and ends, because that color is so dark that it won't lift anything out. So what we're doing, sorry, my kids are being wild. Okay, and now we're gonna do the other one, which is the one I'm afraid to do, but what's the worst that's gonna happen? Famous last words. All right, so we're gonna leave it like that. All right, I'll be back. Hi guys. All right, so I finally colored this last night, but I haven't blown it out yet. And I used, yeah, I know, I'm chunky, I'm working on it. I used 7A and 6N, and I'll put like the specifics that I did. Well, I'll just say it right now. I used 1 ounce of 7A and 1/2 ounce of 6N, because the 6N is to cover the gray and the 7A is to sort of like neutralize the warmth at the top of my head. We'll see if it worked. It looks pretty red-brown to me, but let's go blow it out. Oh yeah, and I used 1-to-1 developer, so it was like 1.5 ounces or 45 milliliters of 10 volume developer. All right, I'm gonna go blow this out, and we'll be right back, and we'll see what we ended up with. Okay, I'm done. No, I'm just kidding. I'm getting ready to blow it out. All right, and I just wanted to show you the products that I use. I can never find these. When I do, I buy all of them, but these are my favorite. This is the Rusk. It's like a thermal protectant, and this is a shine spray. I'll go over the hair with this one time, and this, I'll show you. Love these products. Not sponsored. While I'm getting this ready, let me tell you something I realized last night. Did you say hi to my 7 deadly chins? So my hair was getting so thin, like around here, and I bought like, what do you call minoxidil, whatever it's called. Y'all know what I mean, Rogaine type stuff to use there, which I am gonna use to make it more full. But I started using collagen, like powder, in my coffee. That was like a couple months ago. Anyways, I did that because I just felt like my joints were hurting. And I can tell you, and I don't know how these two are related, but they seem to be. So anyways, just take like a dot of this, boop, like a very little amount. But my hair is so much thicker now than it was a couple months ago. Like, it was so thin a few months ago, which was weird because I've always had, not thick, but I've had a lot of hair my whole life. Anyway, all right. So I'll blow it out with that, and then I'll spray it with this and blow it out one more time. So hold your ears. And then it should be said that I have very wavy hair naturally, and I live in Louisiana. So my hair will be straight for about 13 seconds today. Okay, Now, can y'all see the difference between, I'm gonna do the whole thing that way and then I'll come back. I'm done. What do we think? So let me just show you up close. You know what, let me turn my overhead on. I'm showing you like how much gray coverage. And y'all, let me put a picture right here. I had a lot of gray, like it wasn't a small amount. All right, now let's go fingering through here and see what we can find. And if you guys remember from the front of the video, I had the new growth and I had the old stuff that I had colored with 6N and 5WG, which was too golden. It was like too red. And so then I just did everything from the root down to the mids and ends, which are a 3N, with the 7N 6A mixture last night. And I have to say, I think I'm pretty happy with this. It's still like dark, but you can see little pieces that look like highlights. Those are my grays, which now look like highlights. Did I crack the code on my second try? All right, so here's a really good example. This is basically all gray right here. But as you can see, now it looks like a dark blonde or like light brown highlight. Guys, let me let you get super close so you can see. I hope this comes across on camera the way it looks in real life, because I think I'm finally happy. I've been fighting with my hair for 6 months because I was always putting this like 3N color, really, which is beautiful. I love this color. It's just getting too harsh on my skin because, you know, I'm like getting older. And I wanted to do something more natural because of all the grays coming in. And my hair is naturally pretty dark brown. This is actually so close to my natural color, which is like a very dark brown with a little bit of red in it. And the goal would be to find a color, which I think I just did, where I can let the grays grow out, but then they end up looking like highlights because of the demi-gloss. I am really happy with this, y'all. Look. Oh my God, I love this. Y'all. Yeah, I'm happy with this. Okay, so then I think what I'll end up doing is I'll probably just keep doing this, right? And then as this darker stuff grows out, I'll just cut it off. And then eventually once all this blackish, it's not black, it's dark brown, but like from here down, okay? Once all that grows out and gets cut off, I'll start putting maybe, because if it starts to become very gray, as it looks like it is, then what will happen is this demi color will just make it look like highlights. But I might put highlights in it down the road. But what I like about this is dark enough that, so if you're trying to grow your hair out from like black or dark brown, that you see you can get away with that, because like when I put the color on, I put it on and then I kind of feathered it in like this with the gloves that I was wearing. And I mean, you can see a difference, but it's not obscene. Okay, I'm happy with this. Anyway, I just wanted to show you guys in case you're the kind of person who's growing your hair out, because it is drama, especially if you have dark hair and you have a lot of grays coming in. If you enjoyed this video, follow along. I'm doing a whole glow up thing. I'm testing all these products, from lash and eye serum to lip plumpers, all the things, so we can look our best after turning 50. Not for anybody else, but for us. Anyway, see you guys in the next one. Bye.